All right, so this is what it looks like after the initial forging. Hey guys, I'm going to show you some of my process. I've got about 20 coins that I need to make for a veterans group that helps guys with PTSD, and I thought I'd bring you along, show you the process. I'm about 6 coin blanks short. So first I gotta punch out some new coin blanks, then I'm going to just take off the edges using the surface grinder build that I made. And the final step is I'm gonna mint some coins. I thought I'd show you a little bit of each stage of the process. Enjoy. Okay, this is what it looks like after the first forging or minting. Here's the front, the veteran experience. Live in peace is what it says. And you've got the soldier kneeling at the memorial. There's a combat boot, the rifle, and the helmet. And then on the back side, justice, courage, wisdom, temperance, and equanimity. And then that's balanced. It orbits the scales of justice, the owl, which represents wisdom. This is the lion or the tiger, the big cat, which is courage, the lotus flower, and then the tree of life in the center. So I'm gonna clean these up, probably hit them with the wire wheel, get the easy stuff off, and then I'm gonna throw them in an ultrasonic cleaner. And then they'll go back to the dies for a final mint, and that will crisp everything up, and then they'll look like $100. They'll look like $1,000. Okay, fast forward about 30 minutes, and this is where I am now. I've got most of the coins done with the initial minting, and I thought while I was working on this, I thought I'd explain a little bit more before I closed off the video. Actually, I already closed out the video, but consider this an insert. So I've got the initial forging done using these blanks here, and I've got a few frequently asked questions, or questions that I think you might have, so I thought I'd go over those real quick. Let me zoom on this frequently asked question and we'll get to it. I don't know if you can see it. So there you go. Nice and angled. All right, so first of all, the blanks. So you saw me prep these blanks. The first grinding I did was to 80 grit, and then I finished it up to 120 grit. That'll be fine right there. I found with 80 grit, it leaves just a little bit of texture on here, which is fine if that's what you're going for, but I think the 120 grit is better and it's perfectly adequate. I don't need to get any smoother than that. The second question that you might have is regarding the dies. I've experimented with different dies while hot forging or minting with hot metal, and I found that I like 52100 the best. It keeps its hardness, its temper over the long term much better than the other metals that I've tried, and I've tried S7 and I've tried H13. One of the first dies I made, and this too shall pass, I made out of 52100, and they're still going strong. They're just as accurate and crisp in the lettering as when I first started using it. On the flip side, I also made at the same time some dies out of H13 that were the obstacle is the way, and those dies I've had to replace twice. Now the third time I've done it at a 52100, and they're still going strong. Third question you might have is, continuing on the dies, before I mint each coin, I cool this in water. I cool them in water, and then I use a mild brush on a wire wheel to clean any potential debris that might be in the die before I mint the next coin, and I do it each time. Now you may remember me using an angle iron. The angle iron, initially I'll set the hot blank and just try to center it by eye. It doesn't matter if it's off a little bit. What matters is that I set the angle iron behind the die like this. Yeah, I set the angle iron, and and hold it fast like this, and then I lower the top die. So the top die and the bottom die are true to themselves. If the blank is off a little bit one way or the other, I can fix that when I edge the coin. Which leads me to another point that I like to make. Each coin, it's right now, after I punched it, it's got a ragged edge, so each coin I will edge by hand. And just using my eye, try to get an even, outer ring here. I punch these at 40 millimeter. When I mint them, they go out to 40.5 or 41 millimeters, and then when I edge them, it brings them back closer to the original 40 millimeter. And then lastly, temperature. What temperature do I mint these blanks? I try to pull them out of the forge before, they're red, they're cherry approaching yellow heat, but it's just before they form a lot of forge scale. I try to pull them off. So I generally only work with 2 or 3 blanks in the fire at once. If I'm doing well, I can do 3. Often though, if I do 3 at once, I'll get forge scaling and bubbling, and that affects the final finish. And you can see, I don't know if you can notice here, I've got a very good finish here, not a lot of forge scaling. The more forge scaling you see when you bring it out of the fire, the more or the less flat of a surface finish you're gonna get on that coin, which is okay. A lot of times that's very appealing. I know on the obstacle is the way coin that I do, a lot of my friends prefer that rough, tough finish. But personally, I strive to get it as looking as good as I can right out of the gate, which I think is a fun challenge to do. All right, let's finish this video up. Anyway, guys, maybe that's interesting to some of you. There are definitely more elaborate ways to do this, more controlled ways to make sure that things are on center. But I find when I'm forging that hot metal, just doing it the way I'm doing it is the best way, and I have the most success with it. If you have any questions about that, leave them in the comments. And by the way, it has been over a year now, a year, August 12th. So I'm looking for a barber who actually does long beards. I gotta cut this off. If not, I'm gonna do it myself. And it might not look that great. So thanks again for tuning in. Hope that was interesting, helpful, whatever. Take care. Catch you later. Bye.
Only the girls with their nails done.